Hello, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening from Sri Lanka, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are joining. Can I see your beautiful faces, everyone? Hi, Divya. Thanks for joining. Hi, Reed. Thanks for joining. Who else? Who else? Switch on your cameras, guys. Don't leave me hanging here all alone. I think I'm meeting you guys after a long time, so I would definitely love to see all your beautiful faces. Dr. Anum, Osha, Geeta, Kalpana, let's switch on our cameras. Right. So, guys, we are, hi, Kalpana, hi. Nice having you on board. So today we are actually going to talk about a very interesting topic, right? I wish if more others also would have joined, because rather than just watching it on a replay and learning the knowledge aspect of it or the facts, you know, when we are live, we can ask all questions and go deep into this topic and create powerful realizations, right? And I want to do that with you guys today, right? So today we are here to learn about how to upload your first Udemy course, right? Now, rather than making this a technical super coach program, I want to talk more about getting you to the point of actually being able to create your own course, right? Because the reality is, as we have learned, it's not the strategy, right? I can give you the strategy, I can give you the tools, I can do a booklet with nice printed screenshots and tell step by step, this is how you upload your first Udemy course. But how many of you are actually going to do it, right? Because for some of you, although you get the knowledge, you get the strategy and the tools, you might feel like, oh my God, this is going to be such a difficult thing. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to create a program? How am I going to do the videos? I don't have the equipment. I don't have the lighting. I don't have a background. You come up with so many reasons. And as we have learned, it's always 80% psychology, 20% strategy, right? And as a success coach, I always talk about the success mindset, right? How to get you to the point of being able to do what you believe is impossible, right? So since we have a small turnout, let me ask some questions from you guys. I would like to hear your voices as well. Up to now, have you ever thought about creating an online course? Simple question, yes, no. Divya, what about you? Have you ever thought of creating a online course up to now?
No, not up till now. No, I haven't thought about it. Yeah.
Okay, so Divya has not thought about it, right? Preet, what about you?
Yeah, Lian, I have thought about it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Kalpana, what about you?
I have thought about it, but no actions after that.
So just a thought, but you haven't actually got to the phase of doing it, right? We all would love to do a lot of things, right? And I'm sure we all have a lot of ideas, right? Osha, what about you?
No, Lian.
Okay, super. Geeta, Anum, if you can unmute and just answer, please join in. If not, I would understand that you are in an area where you cannot interact. Now, even if you had a lot more people here on this call today, most of them would say, I haven't even thought about it. The question is why, right? Not only this course, but in life, there is a lot of things that we all would love to try, would love to do, but we haven't even thought of doing it, right? So since Divya said no, let's ask Divya a question. Divya, why didn't you think of doing a course, online course before this?
Because I mean, it was like I was like, I mean, how will I do it? I don't know anything about it. Like, how am I going to do it exactly? So I was not sure about that. I mean, maybe it might have been in my mind at times, but then like this, not exactly. I didn't think about it because I thought that I don't know how am I going to do it. So I mean, if you don't know how to do it, then how to do it?
Exactly, right? Now, why I ask this question is for all of you to understand today's program is actually not about doing the Udemy course. Today's program is about understanding the limiting beliefs, the mindsets, and overcoming mountains or conquering, mountains, right? Because in our lives, we have a lot of them. This Udemy course or doing the online course is just one thing like that. And I can actually remember I used to be just like Divya, right? I wanted to, doing an Udemy course is something that I always wanted to do. But, it has been a long time since the first thought crossed my mind. But it took me so many years to finally get it out. Right. So as coaches, why I'm sharing this information is this would be very useful when you talk to your clients as well. There are a lot of things that your clients would also want to do, right? Everyone wants to do a lot of things, but they're actually not taking action. This is the mismatch of congruence, mismatch of their thoughts and their words and action, right? This is why people are at lower states, as we have all learned, because we want to do stuff, but we are not actually doing, right? So now, since most of us understand that there are reasons why we can't do it factually, as well as beliefs where we struggle to do, let's ask ourselves, can everyone write the top 3 reasons why you cannot create a online course, right? Top 3 reasons why you would find it difficult to write an online course. And let's quickly share it before we get into the nuts and bolts. Whoever who finished writing can raise their hand and share. And for others who are just joining in, like Ansuya, hi Ansuya, I would share the question again. So I said we are going to start from a point of mindset and limiting beliefs. So for those who have not launched their online course up to now, List down the top 3 reasons why you cannot do it, why you have never thought about it, why you have never tried, why you have thought about it but never actually implemented it. What are your biggest challenges? Right? Anyone who has done it, please raise your hands or unmute and say, Reed, why don't you share with all of us?
3 reasons, Lian. I think first is the where will I get the sources from?
Okay.
Second part is the guidance missing.
Mhm.
And third is the format of the course, what it should be, how it should be. So these are the 3 major loopholes I find. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Reed. How about anyone else who would like to share? Would anyone like to share? So Dr. Anum is typing because she cannot switch on the camera. She says, number 1, I don't know how to do it. Number 2, what courses would be helpful for my target market? No prior experience of doing online courses, right? Okay, so that's another set of reasons. How about the others? Kalpana, Usha. Yes, Kalpana, unmute and share with all of us.
First is hesitance.
Okay.
Hesitation, like I've never tried it earlier.
Mhm.
I was not very active on social media as well, and now suddenly projecting myself on online as a coach. That hesitation is always there. Then technology. If I make a mistake, if I make a mistake, it is going to be projected all over.
Right.
Yeah, and third reason is I feel camera shy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. That's good feedback. Who else would like to share?
Time constraints, mindset. Yeah, 2 things that I think I have problems with.
Time constraint and mindset.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Ush?
No, that's the 2 things that I came up with here.
Okay. What about others? So time and mindset. Okay. Geeta, what about you? I haven't heard anything from you. You're on mute. You're on mute, Geeta. Geeta, you're on mute.
Geeta, you're still on mute.
Okay. So what I'm saying is still not in the tune. Like Kalpana said, I'm also slightly not too comfortable with technology, not tried it. I'm not the one who's very conscious, very interested in getting photographs. So I become conscious. If someone takes a pic without my knowing, it's okay. If I know that I'm being photographed, I become very conscious. So maybe that also is there. Plus, I think a lot of fears which snowball and become bigger because you're not sort of attacking them and sort of dealing with them. So that's what I feel.
Super. And Ansia, what about you? You are mute.
Yeah, so Lian, I didn't even think about it before. Only recently I started thinking about, some passive income would be good. And I should, think about what are the kind of things I can, what kind of program can I make and share? What can I be, what can be my, and yeah, it is, I'm looking at the possibilities and I'm looking at what can be done. And yeah, so I haven't really, but I think I wanted to first get my, I became a coach and I wanted to first get that off the ground, I'm coaching people, without the digital and passive income kind of thing. So first want to get that going and then, yeah, so it's more that.
Thank you.
One step at a time, I think I was thinking, yeah.
And Divya is saying, will I be able to do it? And what will be the content? And I think what will be the content was one of those things that most of the people were struggling, right? So good news, I'm going to share something with you which might be able to help all of you guys, right? So see, some of the reasons that we saw is one was fear, right? In one form or the other, we have fear of doing something. Why? Because we are scared of getting it wrong. We are scared of getting it imperfect, right? So fear holds us back, and we don't want to go in front of a camera or go in front of a crowd and then get mocked, right? Because we are scared of people saying, who is that idiot, who is he, does he think he knows everything, or stuff like that, right? So we are scared of other people's judgments sometimes, right? So that is also holding us back. So fear is one of these key things that is holding us back. Number two is lack of knowledge. So people said, I don't know technology, I don't know how a course works, I don't know what program to do. So that is lack of either knowledge or lack of resources, right? Lacking in knowledge or resources. Number three, the third main reason is comfort zone, right? I don't want to push myself out of the comfort zone, or I cannot push myself out of this comfort zone. I am camera shy, right? I don't know whether I can do this, right? I'm very shy, or I don't know whether I can put myself in front of a camera, right? I don't know what others would say. So it's definitely not within your comfort zone. So these, while there are so many other reasons, these are like three top reasons where we can categorize most of the things that you guys did, right? So like I said, when you go from here, I don't want you to only have the know-how of how to do a Udemy course or an online course, but I also want you to take something that will help you to overcome mountains in your life, as well as coaches, for you to be able to help your clients also to overcome mountains. So here's the next question I'm going to ask you, where I want you to put some thoughts and write on paper. Just like this online course, write down three things that you like to do, or you always wanted to do, or you fancy doing, but you have never done, either because of fear or because of not being able to get yourself out of the comfort zone, or not being able to not having the right knowledge or resources, right? So for whatever those reasons, list down three things in your life that you have not been able to do up to now, right? This should be one of those places where you can connect with whatever your thought patterns with regards to the online course, and think, hey, there are more mountains for me to overcome. So at the end of the day, if I can do my online course, I can also, overcome these challenges. Who's going to share their top three challenges with me? Any hands going up? Still thinking? Think of three things that you have, just like an online course, stuff that you would love to do, stuff that you always wanted to do, but you couldn't for whatever the reason, right? Mountains that you are struggling to overcome right now. If you can't write three, just write one at least to begin with, right? The others will flow when you listen to everyone.
So, Lian, you mean like, far as the online course go, what kind of content we'd like to put out there, or just generally in life?
No. In general in life, it could be, I wanted to build a house, but I never got to it, something like that. Just like, doing your own online course is just one thing, right? But likewise, what are those other things that you always like to do, but you never got to do it, or you never could push yourself to do it, either because of fear or lack of knowledge or lack of resources, or you don't know how to, or because you don't have time, or you just couldn't push yourself out of the comfort zone. Siva Kameshwari says, travel. Maybe she wanted to travel, but really couldn't get herself out there because of lack of resources, lack of time, fear, not being able to, whatever the reason, right? Likewise, Divya says public speaking. Okay, what else? Yes, you can unmute and share as well, because we have a small crowd.
Lian, sometimes for me, it's fear of getting wrong. Like, is it correct way to do this, or because we are, it's not, we are keeping it up to ourselves. If we are doing something
So
for
that
others,
that is a thought. But tell me one thing that you always wanted to do, but you didn't do because of that.
Okay, let me think more.
I can list down a lot of things, guys. I always think of things, and some of the things even I find it very difficult to overcome, because limiting beliefs is something that we all have, right? So I have one answer coming: struggling with media stuff. I need a good mic, a camera, maybe. I don't have a quiet place in my house. I think to shoot the videos, no one in my house knows about my coaching stuff. I sometimes feel uncomfortable taking my classes and sessions, right? So likewise, I'm sure you guys can relate to when someone is sharing this information. Sometimes it's your story as well, right? Now, how many of you would believe if I say, I don't have a professional camera. I shot my entire course on my Huawei phone. It's not even an iPhone. It's a normal phone. My entire Udemy course on discovering your purpose and passion is done on my phone. No mic, right? Only on this. The only gadgematic that I had is a ring light. That's it. Everything is as it is. And thanks to Zoom, I have this virtual background. That's it, right? Do I have a good, comfortable place to do it? No, because I have a very tiny room, which is my changing room, wardrobe room, in which I put my table and my desk. It gets really hot, right? Because there's no AC, there's only a fan. But I'm just telling you the limitations, right? Actually, if I take my virtual background off, sometimes you can see my clothes hanging from behind, or you can see my Almira wardrobe, right? So there are reasons for me not to do it, right? But the point that I'm trying to drive here is, if I waited for everything to fall in place for me to do it, if I waited till I overcome my fears, find the right resources, find the time, right, to do a proper video, to plan it properly, this would have never happened. So here's my secret sauce before you start even thinking of doing your first Udemy course. Number one, it does not have to be perfect. Number two, you do not have to be a qualified, certified specialist of some sort to do it. Number three, you do not have to have top-edge equipment and technology to do it. Number four, you do not need to have a lot of time to do it, right? Number five, you do not have to be confident and comfortable in front of a camera to do it, which means even if you're camera shy, you can do it. How does that sound like? You guys must be like, Lien is off his knockers today. He's talking, crazy stuff, right? But trust me, it's that simple. Because one thing I've realized is, you guys would have heard me saying this quote all the time. I live it, right? Version 1 is better than version none, right? Because when you try to perfect it, it never happens. But what if you can have a version 1? Trust me, you can support me and take that purpose and passion course on Udemy, right? If there are mistakes, you can tell me so I can improve. But trust me, I'm sure there's a ton of mistakes. I'm sure there are even inside the videos, there are bloopers, right? The video quality is not 100%. But can someone go and listen to it and learn something and change their lives and discover their purpose and passion? Absolutely, yes. Right? So it retails at $19.99. Sometimes Udemy puts different pricing. So if you want, just go ahead and experience it. It'll be a good lesson for $20, not to learn your purpose and passion. Yes, you'll learn that as well. But just to break through the barrier or the belief that you have, saying, I have to have top-notch equipment, a silent studio, perfect lighting, a great script. I can't get it wrong. I can't mispronounce anything or stuff like that. I have to have great editing capabilities. Guys, I did this only off my phone and nothing else. So before starting this, I wanted to give you this honest truth, right? As vulnerable as I can be, because I want you guys to understand, you do not have to be perfect to do an online course. But why do you do an online course? Like Anshuya says, still I don't have any program sold, but when it starts being sold, while I'm sleeping, I can be making money, while changing the world, while helping someone. So why not do it, right? Because one thing as coaches we need to do is, if we are accelerating in our lives and we want to take our coaching practice to the next level, we need to think about passive income. And writing a book isn't going to solve your problems, right? But things like online courses can really take you to different places. So I'm going to get to the nuts and bolts of how to do it right now. But I hope what we've done, spending the last 30 minutes, understanding the limiting beliefs, the limitations that you create will make a change. Because otherwise, you would go from here. None of you would do this. I'll bet my bottom dollar. If I didn't speak about this, none of you would actually even think of creating this course. Why? Because all of us have enough and more reasons why not to do it. Do you guys agree with me? Raise your hand if you agree with me. Give me a thumbs up, whatever. Awesome. Super. Right. So number one, if you're doing a course, you need to have a topic, right? What is your topic? And some of you said, I don't have a topic. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Now, look at it like this. You are finding it difficult to figure out a topic because you're thinking of a perfect scenario of something that you are a specialist of, right? So you can be 100% confident of what you're talking. Take that and put it into the dustbin, right? Think of something that you know just one step more than someone else out there. I might not be the best logo designer, but if I can design a logo and teach one technique to someone, I can do a course on that particular technique. Get what I'm saying? So all of us are good at something. And if any one of you are thinking I'm not good at anything, get on a private call with me. You have a lot of limiting beliefs which I will help you to overcome, right? All of us have something that we are at least one step ahead of someone else. You need to discover that. So let's practically do it. You would be right, you will get it wrong, doesn't matter. Think and put it in the chat box and tell me your topic. Let's make a commitment. Guys, the first course is meant to be imperfect. The first course is meant to be wrong. So let's get it wrong together, right? I'm not telling you let's do a perfect job. Let's get it wrong together. So at least you do your first step. So the second step is going to be easier. Third step is going to be even easier. So we are going to get the most candid version of a Udemy course out there, right? Because you still can. So can you guys comment on the chat box? What is that topic going to be? If you want to do how to make a great dal curry, you can do that, right? If you are good in making a chicken tikka masala, you can do it, right? If you want to teach how to make a perfect rocket using a paper and do a course, you still can do it. Don't think too big. Tell me one thing that you can teach. And don't just put your coaching cap on and now think about all personal development. It could be anything. Just remember what we're trying to do is we are trying to create our first course. Maybe it has only 3 videos, 4 videos, right? The first course, how to create a life full of abundance. Okay, that's what Hanum says, right? Okay, what about you guys? Now, don't look at others' answers and think, oh my God, I have to say something that is equivalent to that level. Remember, how to make a tikka masala is also accepted here, right? So what can your program be? Some of you are great mothers. You can say, I will, in this course, I will teach tips and tricks on how to tame your children when they go into a tantrum. That could be a course, right? Reed says self-acceptance. Okay, great. What about others? Remember, this is version 1 I'm talking about. This doesn't have to be your ultimate product. This is just a product that we are going to do just to overcome your fears. So we are meant to get it wrong. We are meant to make it a very basic course, right? Gita says parenting, public speaking, lateral thinking. You will have to select one Gita for your first course, right? How to be cool during kids exam. Siva, I love it, right? Or how to be a good company secretary. See, she's using her knowledge in her career and trying to create a course. Excellent, right? Geeta says parenting. Lovely. What else? Ansha says getting started in meditation. Lovely. Perfect. And I'm sure that will definitely sell, because if you actually look at it, if you type meditation in Udemy, you'll see a lot of courses, and some of them have sold about 20,000 courses. Just imagine, right? So guys, all of you, I want you to put in something, right? Geeta is on a roll. She comes up with so many topics, maybe self-love, right? So now whatever that you want to do, right? Now the key phrase, now let's say Ansha says getting ready with, getting started in meditation. So the keyword is meditation, right? Jyoti says how to build a strong routine for new moms, right? Okay, maybe routines for moms, right? Divya says gratitude and positive thinking. Maybe a keyword could be gratitude or even positive thinking. Search by that name on Udemy to see how many other courses are there, right? And the highest sold course, how many students are there? So you can understand whether there's a market. Now, if there are no courses, that also could be a good news saying, because it's a blue ocean. No one else have done courses on that. But if there are so many other courses, if you look at the ones that is highest sold and there's like 20,000 hits on that, that also could be a good opportunity for you, right? Because from that, if that person has got 20,000, maybe you'll get 20 even to start off, right? Superb. So number one is figuring out your topic, right? And where do we upload these videos? I will get them, right? So for those who don't know the site, it's www.udemy.com, UDEMY, right? If someone can put that on the chat box for everyone's help, that'll be great, right? You can directly copy it from the site. And in the meantime, let me just quickly show you the website. So this is Udemy. I hope all of you can see my screen, right? So Udemy is a website which lists online courses, right? So there are so many online courses, right? Let's say, can you see all these courses at different prices, right? Let's say, let's type something like marriage as a keyword, right? Let's see how many courses are there. See, creating a happy marriage and a loving relationship, right? Rules of engagement, fair fighting for marriage, strengthening marriage and intimate relationships, right? You can see likewise, the list goes on. Now, here you can see the rating, right? And after the rating, you can see the number of number of people who have rated. And when you go into the course, you can see the number of students. So this one has 1,553 students, right? Likewise, you can go into some of these and see how many students are there. The top rated ones, you can actually go and see how many students are there, right? You can just click on it to see 1,300. So when you see these numbers, sometimes you can get inspired, right? So this is just to, before you start doing the course, to understand what is your topic going to be and how are you going to create it, whether it's worthwhile, whether you can be motivated. And what I say is, go into others' courses and look at what they have said. Look at how they have done it. Look at the course structure, right? No, Geeta, Udemy doesn't need any registration fee. You can open an account free of charge. And how it works is, from the revenue that is generated, they keep a portion. They keep 37% plus bank charges. So about 40% goes to them. The balance 60% comes to you. That's how it works. But they do the marketing for you, right? They do the marketing for you, right? So number one is figuring out your topic and doing a little bit of research with the keyword, and then to see how many students are there and to see how are they articulating their courses. So do a little bit of research, because the research will really help you. Then number two is figuring out how can you break the topic, right? You need to break the topic. So you need to have an introduction to the topic, right? Then you need to have the body of the topic. Now, if you say something like, let's say, positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, right? Now, Divya says power of positive thinking. So you can have an introduction to positive thinking, right? Then you can say something like the benefits of positive thinking, right? Then you can say something like why people struggle to think positively. I mean, that is also something that people would love to know, right? And then how to think positively, right? And under how to think positively, maybe you can, if you have different types of tricks, different types of tools, you can list them out. So the next step is to create a structure, right? Next step is to create a structure. So if you don't know your structure, you cannot, create the course, because before you start creating the course on the site on Udemy, you need to know what's the topic you're talking about, what is the structure, and based on that structure, you need to create your videos. So here's what I did, right? I will show you my course while I'm talking so I can explain to you better.
Lian, can you make the screen a bit, is it fully enlarged? Writing is a bit small.
Is this better?
Some of the writing, it's still the same, but it's fine. Some writing is small, but the rest is fine.
Okay. Right. So if you go into my course, right? So basically, I have done an introduction to the topic. I have done a video on how to use this program, right? And as you can see, these videos are very short. See, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. You guys can see my screen, right? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right. So even the second one is 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Then the I have created sections. So the introduction section, 2 videos. Then the other part is called discovery. Let's get started. So I have a 2-minute video saying how to get started. Then I have a rather longer video. Maybe the crux of the program is here. Instructions for the questionnaire. So I'm using a questionnaire for people to understand what are their purpose and passion, right? Then once you do the questionnaire, I've said funneling it down, then discovering your gifts. So likewise, I've broken it into subtopics and done small videos and, final selection on your purpose and passion. And then finally,
yeah, I don't know if oh, is that on the top there? No way is, oh, they're on top. We can't see what you're saying. I don't know if others can.
Okay.
Like
I
the
think
breakdown.
Okay, sorry. I think I've shared the wrong screen. Let me check answer. Thank you for the feedback. Now is it better? Are you guys seeing?
Yeah, now.
Okay.
Yes, now we see.
So my eyes and ears are you guys. When I share the screen, I can only see what I can see, right? So please correct me like that. Thank you, Ansha, for that. So here, as I said, so I've broken it down into sections, right? Introduction and the discovery. Now you guys can have introduction, then benefits, then how to do it. So depending on your topic, you can have multiple sections, right? Now, as I was saying earlier, the introduction to purpose and passion, I've done a 2-minute video. You can see here 2 minutes and 24 seconds, right? How to use this program? I've once again done a 2 minutes and 26 seconds video. Small videos, right? Then let's get started. Another 2-minute video. Then the bulk of my program is on this video called instructions for the questionnaire. I've done a 17-minute video, right? So basically what I've done here is I have created a PDF on which has a questionnaire that they have to follow. So I'm explaining how to answer that questionnaire. Then I've done a video on funneling down their findings, a 3-minute video, right? Then discovering your gifts, a 5-minute video. Final selection of purpose and passion, right? A 5-minute video. Making money from what you love doing, right? So turning your purpose and passion into your money making, 6-minute video, and then I've done another 2-minute video on ending notes. Basically, that's it, right? So simple as that. So likewise, what you need to do after you figure out your topic is figuring out the structure. So it's just like writing a book. Now, most of you guys took Arfin's Book to Fortune course, right? Now, you can even, if you have already a topic for the book, probably you already have a topic for the course then, right? You can break it just like that, right? I can't exactly remember the structure he uses, but you top 3 reasons why people are struggling to do it. The top 3 ways of how you can do it, right? 3 stories of how people have completed it. So depending on your topic, you should be able to write like a content page of a book, simple list of topics on which you can do videos, right? Up to now, is it clear? Any questions? Yes, Geeta. Correct? Okay, done. Super. So once you get your topics right, then what do you do? This is where you get your hands dirty, right? You need your phone, right? And you need a stand. If you don't have a stand, you can just, keep it against your laptop or whatever. Don't worry about the equipment that you don't have, because the first course is just about getting the first course out. Like I said at the beginning, if you try to get it perfect, if you try to get the lighting perfect, your clothing perfect, your hair perfect, your camera elevation perfect, guys, this is not going to happen. So the first course, you are going to get it done somehow. That is the secret, because once you get it done somehow, in the process, you will learn a lot of things on the how to do this, how to do that, how to fill the forms and all that, because there's a lot of paperwork to be done on Udemy and as well. So the first one is creating few videos and getting your first course up and running, right? So once you know your topics, your subtopics, keep the camera on a stand and do the video, right? So whether it's 5 videos, 10 videos, or 15 videos, you complete and finish the videos. Now there's a question, right? What happens in the middle of the video? I get it wrong, right? What happens if I get stuck? Now here's my advice to you. Let's say if Reet is teaching me something, coaching me something, and she's teaching me something that she knows, live, one-on-one. She gets stuck. What happens? Does Reet get to restart it from the beginning? You get to restart it from the beginning, Reet? No, right? You take a pause. You say, sorry, I think I mixed up my words, and you continue, right? Why can't it be the same for the videos? Why does it have to be like a movie? Why does it have to be perfect, right? I have a couple of bloopers in those videos. So if you take the course, you'll be able to see it, right? So if you get stuck, you say, sorry, I think I said the wrong thing, or I got stuck. Drink a little bit of water. That's okay, because people like to see real people, right? And you continue. And I've noticed this. Every time I try to do a perfect video, even for an advertisement or whatever, I can't do it. I can't do it. This person who does so many videos, I get stuck doing it. But if I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to stop. If I get it wrong, let it be. I'm just going to take my camera and just do a video. I just do it. I don't know, for me, that's how it works, right? So don't worry about getting it wrong. Just do the videos. So now you have the topic, you have the content, like the subtopics, you know exactly what you're going to talk. You talk it on the videos and you end it as it is. So you have your video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have everything, get it copied onto a folder on the computer and rename it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the topics, because it will be easy for you to find it, right? Now only the Udemy business is going to start, right? So let me once again share my right. So Udemy, when you go to Udemy, this is your platform. Now, initially you log in as a student. You can search for courses like this, right? Search for courses like this, and you can take a course, right? But here there's something called the instructor. Now, if you want to become an instructor, you go into the instructor section and you create your profile as an instructor. This is called Udemy Business, right? So once you click on that, then you can see only student is appearing here, which means if you click here, you go back into the student mode, right? Once you come into this, you can, go into your profile and change details. You can tell a little bit about you, what you do and all that. Do that because this will help you. Only having the course is not enough. You need to have a good profile. You need to have a good profile picture, right? And all that as well. And if you don't have that, now don't say I don't have any of that and contemplate and delay this process. Have some information, right? And in this particular page here, you can see courses, communications, performance, tools, resources, right? This is where you get statistics about your programs, right? I also, my section is also empty because I just uploaded my first course. I still don't have any students. So because of that, it's still empty. But once you go to courses, there'll be some notifications here. You can ignore it if you want it. There's this button called new course, right? Can all of you guys see this purple color button called new course? Yeah. Then you press this. And so once you press this, you get these two options, courses or practical test, right? So since what we are trying to create is a course, you can press this, right? It says create rich learning experiences with the help of video lectures, quizzes, coding, and exercises, right? You click that and you click next, right? First is you need a working title, right? You need a working title. So can someone give me the title of your particular program that you want to do? So we'll put that and start it, right? I'm not going to create the course, so don't worry. But just for practical purposes, can someone give me a good name for a course? Unmute and let me know. Guys?
May I?
Yes, go ahead.
Self-mastery for happiness.
Okay, lovely. Self-mastery for happiness. It's that simple, guys. The name. See, it says it's okay if you can't think of a good title now, you can change it later. So once again, you don't have to worry about it, right? You can change this later. You press continue. Then it says choose a category. Here also it says if you cannot be sure about the right category, you can change it later, right? So don't worry, once again, you select the right category. There's development, business, financial, IT, design, marketing, photography, la da da da, and this I don't know yet as well. Right? So just for the purpose of this, let's say lifestyle, right? It can be anything.
We could do personal development.
We can do personal development. So let's go back and select this personal development. Okay, lovely. Right. How much time can you spend creating your course per week? There is no wrong answer. We can help you achieve your goals even if you don't have much time, right? So you know how much of time you have, whether it's 2 hours for a week, this is for a week, or 4 hours for a week, 5 hours for a week, or I haven't yet decided. There's no right or wrong answer. I think this is just Udemy trying to gauge where you are coming from. Just select it and create a course. Now, these initial 4 questions are just warm-up questions, right? Now, here, once you create that, you go into the creation page. On the left-hand side, you have plan your course, and there are 3 elements. Then you have create your first content, 3 elements, publish your course, 4 elements, and submit for review, right? So once you go here, right, the first element, which is intended learners, they are asking a question: what will your students learn in this course? Right? Now, if you're wondering why are they asking this information, let me show you this. When you go into a course, right? Let's try purpose. Passion. Let's go into the course that I created. a different view because it's my course. Let's go to a different course then. Right, see here it starts for the viewer. Like if you go to buy a course, it says first of all, what will you learn? Right, so people need to know what they are going to learn. So you can say the art of being happy, right? Benefits of being happy, the psychology of happiness, right? So likewise, just think of all the things your students will learn by getting this particular course and just mention it there. Be simple as possible, right? You can say 5 techniques to make you happy, right? Likewise, just mention few things, and if you have more, you can say add more to your response and keep on adding more and more things that they will learn, right? Then there's a question, what are the requirements or prerequisites for taking this course? Now, there are some courses before taking...
Lian, sorry to interrupt. There's numbers on the right-hand side. There's numbers on the right-hand side, or what you just typed.
Yes.
Is that like other people, how many other courses have that same benefit?
Yes, so whatever you go, whatever the course that you try to create, the first element is they want you to say what the students will learn. Right, so by this time...
What's 100?
Sorry? Are these numbers?
142. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Characters, the remaining characters. So there is only 106 characters you can input. So when you are typing, it shows how many, can you see the numbers decrease?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that change. Yeah, okay, thank you.
That's a good question, right? Sometimes you get confused thinking, why are there numbers, right? So you fill in that, then it asks this question, what are the prerequisites for taking this course? Now, there are some courses, before you do that, you have to have certain kind of knowledge. Without that, taking this program is, it's not going to help them. So if it's like that, you can mention it there. If not, you can say like this, no prior experience is needed, right? No prior experience is needed. You will get to learn all about happiness here, right? And if you want to add more stuff, you can add more stuff as well, right? Then who is this course for? Now, this is another good thing. When even your coaching programs, when you start marketing it, you need to tell who is it for, right? Now, for the sake of filling something, I'll just mention, let's say, senior managers. I know happiness is not only for senior managers, but I'm just, filling up something. Or you can say work from home mothers, right? Or you can say teenagers. You can classify who your program is for, right? You can say mid-age women who has just gone through a divorce, right? If it's something related to that. So likewise, you can say whatever you want. Like the main point is who is this course for, and you can keep on adding as many as possible. Now I'll show you once again from my example. I have what you will learn here, right? I have your requirements, a basic understand. Okay, this is a different course, right? Basic understanding of life coaching. And then somewhere down here, it will also have who is this for. Okay, find that. Let me show you my... Now here, see what you will learn is here. Then requirements, I said specific skills is needed to take this course. who is this course for? So I've said, if you're trying to start your own business, if you're excited to know what purpose and passion is, if you're stepping into the corporate world, and if you want to know what job to select, if you feel like you're lost in your life, if you feel like you're stuck in your life, this program is for you, right? So like that, you can tell your audience for whom is this program, right? Once you fill all that, you just hit save here, right on the top right hand corner. You can see this white color button, save, and it says your changes have been saved. Right? So what happens is changes are saved, and this first box here on the left hand side, you can see the first box is ticked. Now you can go to the second box. It says the course structure. Now this is where you start creating a structure, right? Here, it gives you tips on how to structure your course. You can learn this, right? There is nothing to upload here, but it says, like I told you, break it down into topics, break it down into subtopics and stuff like that. And once you complete it, you can go into the next one, right? It automatically ticks when you check it, right? Here also the third step is set up test video. It says create a test video. If you want to create a test video, it gives you certain guidelines, right? Be in an area which is not noisy, be creative, la, da, da, da. And it says your requirements, right? Most of your phone cameras are supporting these requirements. You can either create a test video or you can just go into the next area, because this is more like an information setup, right? So once you do that, because you can see without pressing submit or without pressing save, it just ticks by its own, because these are just test areas where it gives you information. Then you go into film and edit, right? So once you go to film and edit.
Lien, could you tell about the test video, please?
Right. So if you want to know more about the test video, you just hit the create a test video button, right?
Right.
You are currently receiving extremely high volume. So there is a section where it asks, do you have your own equipment or not?
Mm-hmm.
My own equipment. Then it takes you to a video which teaches you how to create a test video.
Okay.
Creating a test video is your chance to get feedback from our very own experts.
So here what happens is when you create a test video, it gives you feedback about your video quality and stuff like that. Okay. Now, I did not do that, right? I just went into creating my own video. But if you feel like you need their support, do that. But then again, it's going to take a little bit more time as well, right? Film and edit section will once again give you tips. Now, all these sections are more about tips. Read it, learn it, because it will tell you what you need to do. Now, a guy like me, I don't read, right? I know it's not a very good quality, but I don't read. So what I did was I just kept on skipping all this until I went to curriculum. And if you want to fast track like me, just go into curriculum, right? You just click on this area. So it just ticks by itself. Then you go into curriculum. Now in curriculum, you have to create your sections and your subsections. Now automatically there is an initial section called the introduction, and lecture 1 is shown as introduction. Now, if you have an introduction video, this is where it goes, right? Now, if you want to create, let's say, new lectures inside the introduction video, when you hover here, there is this plus sign and an arrow, which creates either before the lecture 1 or after lecture 1. So I select after lecture 1, just right here and click. And there is a lecture, quiz, coding exercise, practical assignments, so many different options. What you are looking for is lectures. If you're uploading your videos, it's lectures, right? So your lecture 2 could be, let's say, first one is introduction to the program. Let's say introduction to happiness, right? And add lecture. So here you are just creating the structure. So the initial one could be introduction to myself. Second one could be introduction to happiness. Third one could be, I'm just thinking ideas, right? How to use this course, right? So that is the introduction section. Then I say I have a new section, which is actually the content of the course. Now you can see here, if I hover, these plus signs are appearing, right? So what happens is if I click on the plus sign, another lecture appears, I feel like that. But here I don't want to fill up another lecture. I want to fill up another section, right? So I click outside, take the mouse outside of this introduction section, and there is another arrow appearing on the white area. So I click on that and it creates a new section. Enter a title. Let's say getting started. That is going to be my section. And if I want to add an objective, a learning objective, I can add that. In this section, we will get started, right? All these things you can change later, right? And in the section, once again, if I want to have a video, I will click here. Let's say now we have done the introduction to happiness. Let's talk about psychology of happiness. Now, once again, remember these topics, you are not deciding it now. You have already decided it when you are doing the content, right? Then you are going to say, let's say, 5 techniques to use when you are sad, right? My spellings are wrong, don't mind. I'm just getting some content here. Then you are going to say 10 life-changing affirmations, right? Let's think the next one is going to be called, it's a guided meditation. You're doing guided meditation for happiness, right? So that is your getting started. Let's say you have a next, another section saying activities, right? And you put a learning objective saying here, we are going to learn few activities that will help you live a happy life, right? Once again, you click here, lecture activity 1, and if it has a name, you put the name, right? Enter. Let's say it has 3 activities. So then activity 2 and the name, lecture activity 3, and can you see how
Lien, I have a question. When you talked about guided meditation, would that be a lecture? Would that be an activity?
If you think it's an activity, you can definitely drag it and put it here. Now, this is the beauty of Udemy, right? Now, let's say like Geeta said, I suddenly remember, oh my God, guided meditation is an activity. It's not, it shouldn't be there. What I did is I just dragged it from here and brought it down. See how easy it is.
Okay.
Right. So likewise, you can just take it up and down, right? For the moment, guys, I'm not thinking much. I'm just putting some topics here. But thanks for asking that, Geeta, so I could show how you can drag stuff up and down, right? So let's say this is all I'm going to have. And maybe I have another last section called ending section. Maybe I don't have a learning objective here. I just have one video saying, thank you, right? So here I'm going to thank everyone and end the program. This is all I'm going to have. So by now, I'm going to mute few mics, unmute. So guys, can I know from you guys? I'm just going to unshare for a second. Up to now, has it been clear? All okay? Give me a thumbs up. Super, right? I know this is very different, very technical. Bear with me because at the end of this, you guys can have your own Udemy course, right? Something not too many people can do, but we definitely together can achieve it, right? So once you are done with that, what are you going to do? Now, let's say you need to upload your video, right? So click on the content, the plus sign here, right? Then it'll ask, is it a video and slide mashup, or an article? Guys, so far I have only uploaded videos. So I'm not going to go into these sections, but please feel free to go and check them out. But as long as you have videos and you have done it, like I said, you just can click here, select the video. Right now, for me, I have to find some videos. Let me see whether I can find where it was. Purpose and passion. So let's say if you have your videos lined up like this in one folder, it'll be very easy for you. So number one goes in number one. You just upload it. It takes a little bit of time to upload it, but you'll let it up, right? So likewise, you keep on uploading all the videos, right? And you have to wait until it gets uploaded, because you cannot upload it on YouTube and put the link here. For Udemy, you need to upload everything into the program, right? Now, until that uploads, I'm just going to go back into my course because I want to show something to you. Now, once you have uploaded a video, it'll show a thumbnail like this, right? Now, sometimes, let's say you have a workbook, right? You have a workbook and you want them to download to do that. Now, in my case, I have a workbook. So then what you do is you go to the relevant video and you press this resources, the button called resources, right? And you select a file and upload it, right? So it could be, see, this is my, I have done a workbook for purpose and passion, for information. Once again, just to make sure you guys can, right? So this is my purpose and passion workbook, right? I'm just scrolling through quickly. Just some information about purpose and passion, then some activities, questions, and all that, right? So I've created a workbook. So if I want that uploaded, I will click on to resources and upload it like this. Right, guys?
Lien, can I ask something? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, go ahead.
So you have created this workbook in Word document?
Yes,
Okay.
I've created the thing in Word document. Yes, that's right. Right, it's very simple, guys. Do it in Word document, then upload it, convert it into a PDF, and just upload it. That's it. Simple as that. Right. So once you upload the resource, it will show like this: downloadable materials, purpose and passion workbook.pdf. So in the video, I'm saying this video is called how to use this program. In this video, I'm saying under this section, you will see a PDF of my workbook. Download it and take printouts, because in the next videos, we are going to do some activities on the workbook. Now, it is not needed for all of you to have workbooks, but if you have, you can do it, right? Now, some of these videos, before people purchase it, if you want it to be available for free preview, maybe for a couple of minutes, you can enable the free preview. Sometimes Udemy picks few videos and enable it, but you can disable it as well. As you can remember, if I go into my program, right? See, Udemy has made previews available of about 4 videos, right? And if you click on those for a few minutes, you can see that video, right? So people can get an idea about what that video is like, or what kind of content are you sharing. So people can, right? People can, you know, get a glimpse of your program before you actually sell it to people. Now, if I think, the question is, that is the main thing, right? So I don't want a preview to be enabled. I can remove the preview, right? I can remove the preview because that's where my main crux is, right? And I'm gonna save it. So likewise, now in this course, I have uploaded all the files, right? It takes a little bit of time to upload all these things. And I've completed, right? I have completed. And once you complete, you can save and go into the next sections, right? So let me go back to the program that we are doing. Let me see whether I can show the rest of it from there. Up to now, is everything clear, guys? Yes, you can put a yes in the chat box, or you can right. So let's say if and there's a section called the bulk uploader. If you have all your everything sorted out, you can use the bulk uploader to upload everything together as well, right? After that, there's a section called captions. So captions is where when you are talking in English, let's say the like the subtitles, it appears. Don't worry about it right now, because Udemy will automatically scan your voice and put captions, right? So you can ignore it. That's why it's called optional. Then once you upload all those, you go to the course landing page. So in the course landing page, you insert the title. Once again, you can change it if you want. You can use a subtitle. You can use the course description, right? What kind of a course is that? In what language it is, what level is it? You can say whether it's a beginner or intermediate level or whatever. You can change the category once again from here, right? If it's not personal development, you want to change it, you can do it here. There's a subcategory. So you can say personal transformation, career development, happiness. There's a section called happiness, right? You select that. What is primarily taught in this program, right? Art of happiness. Whatever you think, you can, right, put there, right? And if it's something that they already have, let's say instead I said happiness. They have happiness. See, if it's something that is already there, they will show it and you just select it, right? But if it is something, let's say I say art of happiness, and that is not there in the database, they say propose new topic for art of happiness, then you click that and that becomes like a thing, right? Then you need a course image. You need a course image, right? So now if you look at my course, this is the image. Guys, can you see? And I hope I'm sharing the right screen, right? You can see a man holding a compass, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the course.
Yes.
Now, earlier I thought this is supposed to be something like a thumbnail, and I spent a lot of time to see. You just have to upload a photo, an actual photo with no text on it. So if it's happiness, you can find a nice photo with no copyrights of a man or a woman or a child laughing away and just upload it. It's simple as that, right? So when you upload it, let's see what I have on my downloads. Okay, let's say this particular file. I'm just selecting a random file. It's a big file. Let's try to find a small file so it uploads faster. Okay, let's say this, right? Ideally, it's not supposed to have text on it. Okay, let's say this itself, right? So you just upload it and it takes a little while and upload. That's it. Then it says promotional video, right? Promotional video is a video that they will use in promoting your program. Now, if you look at my program here, there's a play button. If I press this, it'll go into my promotional video. This one. Welcome to my course where you get to discover your purpose and passion. My name is LienKay. I'm a success coach. My internet is a little bit slow, but you can say life coach and a certified life transformation coach. And one of the most profound things that happened in my life was me discovering my purpose and passion. And I want to give. Now here what I've done is, guys, I've used Canva as a tool. Canva being a simple tool, you can do brilliant stuff. I've added a little bit of animation at the, I've created something like this. Welcome to my course where you get to discover your purpose and passion. My name is LienKay. I'm a success. If you are conversant with Canva, you can do that. If you are not conversant, it can be a very simple video as well. Remember, this is the first attempt. So without spending much time, get something up and running. If you want a video done with animations and all that, you can either do it yourself. You can go to Canva and try it. If not, you can reach out to me, because I have a graphics guy. Obviously, he will charge something, but at a very minimum cost, I can try to get a video done for you. Or if you have a friend who has a social media company, digital marketing company, creative company, or whatever, you can do that. But remember, it doesn't have to be professionally done. It doesn't have to have animations. It doesn't have to have an intro. It can be a very simple video, right? So you upload your simple video here as well. Now, at this point, if your instructor profile is not completed, it will have a message here saying complete your profile. If that's the case, you go to your profile and you complete that, right? Like this, it will take you to your profile and you have to, copy paste some biography, something about you. So as a coach, you need to put information that drives credibility about you. Right? So that is that page, guys. Simple. That is the course landing page done. Then you go to the pricing. Right? So once you're done here, you are supposed to press save. Once you press save, all changes done. Then you go into pricing. So pricing, when you go into pricing, you can select your currency, right? I've selected USD. It shows either it's free or there are several tiers, $19.99, $24.99, $29.99, up to about $199. There are courses. Now you can price your course in any one of these, doesn't matter, right? I chose to go with $19.99 because it's my first course. I wanted someone to buy it first, right? I want to keep it cheaper, and I uploaded it. But I want you to read everything here, because it says there's something called Udemy deals, and Udemy holds the rights to suddenly put your course at a cheaper price, right? So read that and agree to it and press save. Right? If you want your course to be $50, you can do it as well. You have to just select one of these tiers here. Right? And once that's done, there's a section called promotions. Right. So there are some promotions. There is an affiliate link here. It says anytime a student uses this link, we will credit you with the sale. Right? So you can use this link as an affiliate link. You can create coupons. You can create 3 coupons a month, right? If you want to give someone, one of your friends, a special discount or something, you can create that coupon code. So that's for you to do your marketing. And then course message. You can type a welcome message when someone takes that course. This message will go into the inbox. So from the content creator, you can say, hi, my name is Lien. I'm the coach for your program. I'm really happy that you took this course. Congratulations on taking the first step of discovering your happiness. This is going to be an exciting journey. Please allocate time and take this course without any distractions, because this will help you to create a happy life or something like that. And once they complete it, if I want to send a congratulations message, I can program that as well. And as you can see here, you can bold the text, you can italic the text, you can put bullet points, and you can upload pictures. And if you are somewhat conversant with HTML coding, you can add something using code as well, right? These are additional stuff that you can. Then once you are done, you hit save and then you submit it for review. Simple as that, guys, right? So here they say I cannot submit it because all my pages are not completed. Obviously, I just fast track. It's simple as that, right? So what happens when you submit a course? When you submit a course, it does two things. One is it shows you one area to connect your payment gateway, payment path, right? Because now you have to receive payments, right? So Udemy has PayPal integration and Payoneer integration, right? Now in my country, PayPal cannot be integrated. So what I did was I integrated with Payoneer integration, right? But I think in India, most of you are from India, you can integrate your PayPal account if you have. If not, you can open a Payoneer account and integrate, include your Payoneer account as well. Now, if you don't know how to open your PayPal account or Payoneer account, right? I'm not going to use this section to do it, but there is ton of information on how to create that. Or you can ask some of your friends. You can go to YouTube and ask as well, because there are videos which will teach you how to do it, right? I'm getting some questions. Let me quickly take a look at that. Okay, so Siva Kameshwari is asking, I tried to sign up, but I got a message that there is an error in my email address, even though there is none. What do I do? Siva, if you can send me a screenshot of your login attempt and that message, I will see whether I can give you a feedback, but that's the technical feedback. So if you think you have done the right thing and for some reason you cannot, you need to write to their support, or maybe try to log in or create a new account using a different email address, right? Geeta is asking, how much time would it take to create a course with 6 to 8 modules? Okay, Geeta, so basically the time taken dependent on few things. Number one is how far you are going to get organized with the topic and the breakdown of the topics, right? Now, if you can do that, like when I did it in about 5-10 minutes because the structure was in my head. Then it's just a matter of doing the videos. So when you're doing the videos, if you are doing it again and again, if you're not happy with what you did, it's going to take a lot of time, right? So if you have 8 videos and each video, if you are taking 5 minutes, it's just the time that you're going to take the videos, right? Now, for most of you who are there, who's driven by the whole perfectionism, have an accountability partner. Tell your friend, your job is to make sure I don't do it perfectly and I'm just getting my first program out, right? Get your friend to push you. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up in the whole perfectionism, like I told you, right? And if you need more inspiration, take my course, look at how I've done my courses. I'm sure in some of my videos, I'm telling fill this form, fill that form, but those forms are not even appearing there, right? Because I honestly created the videos to put up on a different course platform initially. Then I decided to put it on Udemy. Then I was like, you know what, I just want to get my first course up and running. So I'm not going to change these nitty-gritties, right? So likewise, just look at the imperfectionism. And understand, it's okay to be imperfect as long as you get your first course out, because your first course is your learning platform. The second one, you can do the nuts and bolts and fine tuning, because until you get the course up and running, you're not going to learn how to do it, right? So once you submit it for approval, 2 things. One is the payment gateway. So payment through PayPal or Payoneer. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to show it to you on screen because I've already done it, right? Maybe if I get another chance to do it, creating a different account, I will take screenshots and, maybe create a PPT kind of a thing. But for the time being, I'm unable to do it, right? Number 3 is, once you do that, they tell you to verify your identity. Now, why is this important, right? Now, you can find set of videos, let's say my set of videos, and upload it as if it's your one, right? But Udemy does not allow you to do it. So it directs you to another section, to another site to verify your identity. You will have to upload your driving license or your um, passport copy, right? And then it tells you to take a video. It says, okay, face the camera, then turn your face slowly to your left, slowly to your right, and they take a small video shot and says they will verify your identity in 2 days. Now, once all that is done, you get an email saying your identity is verified, your payment process is verified, and your course is verified. Now you can publish it. Once it's all done, you have to manually go to your course, right? And there would be a button called publish it somewhere either here or when you open the course, and you have to publish the course. Then only it starts appearing like I showed you, right? So once it appears on the system, it will appear like this. It will give you a course. You can see this URL on top of like this. So you can copy it and paste it on your Facebook, send it to your friends, and do different kinds of marketing activities as well. That's how you get your first Udemy course up and running, right? But remember, it's not the technicalities. I'm not worried about the technicals, because if you get stuck in the technicalities, you can call someone and ask. You can even call me and ask, send me a message, send me a screenshot. However I can help you, I will help you, right? But the difficult part is not the technical part. Even if you are not tech savvy, the difficult part is telling yourself, I can do it. Telling yourself, I'm somehow going to do it. Telling yourself, it's okay to be imperfect, and just getting the ball rolling. That's the hard part, guys. So get through that part, and the technical part can fall into place. And I want you guys to do this. When you are doing this course, when you are uploading your first thing, something that I did not do, which I regret, right? Take screenshots. Even your payment process, take screenshots. Even your verification, take your screenshots. Because like I'm doing this for you, you can inspire someone else, right? And even if you don't want to do it, if you share the screenshots with me, I will put it into a nice PPT and do another session like this for another bunch of people and help them to, understand those steps as well. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots of the payment as well as the verification of the personality, right? But I think you guys would be able to get it, right? The important part is getting through your limiting beliefs, getting through the creating of the content, understanding, even getting it done on the phone and doing a simple job is okay as your first course, because once you do your first course, it's about doing your second course. Now, that's it. That's it.
I have a question.
Some of you, before some of you would want accountability. Some of you would want support to do this. Now, if you guys want accountability and support, right, I can offer you coaching, which would be a paid coaching program, where for 1 month I will hold you accountable and push you to get this done, right? If you want a paid coaching option to get this done, so I will help you through your technicalities, I will help you through getting your videos done, I will help you getting your ideas refined, I will help you creating your thumbnails or whatever if you want to, right? Not from an executioner level, but at least at a coach capacity, where I will give you the guidance, I will direct you to the right websites, the right places, and push you to get it done. Get in touch with me privately. We will discuss, and I will give you a coaching package where you can get everything done in 1 month, but it's your job to get that done in 1 month, right? So what I'm offering you, that fee will cover accountability for 1 month, where I will work with you, push you, and get the course up and running. But like we all coaches tell our clients, what I'm doing would be 10%, the balance 90% has to be done by you, right? I will guide you and hold you accountable. That's it, right? So that's it from me. I would like to take any questions from you guys. Preeti, you had a question?
Yes. I wanted to know that there's a section at the end. If there's a certificate, is there any certification with the course? So I see in your program, in your course, there is a certificate at the end after the completion of the course. So is it provided by Udemy, or are we uploading it?
Right. So this certificate of completion, up until now you said it, I actually did not know about it. So which means it's a Udemy provided certification. Udemy provides a certification of completion. Right? So you don't have to worry about that. Good question, Preeti. Thank you. I mean, it was new to me also. I just realized it. Thank you about that. See, that's why I always say, you don't have to be like a guru of everything to help someone with knowledge, right? There's a lot of things that even I don't know. Now, from Preeti's question, I also learned that, right? So likewise, as long as you are one step ahead of someone, you can help them. I want you guys to understand this mindset to be a better coach, because as coaches, we always get into what we call the imposter syndrome, thinking, am I good enough to coach others? My life is a mess. Can I coach others? I don't know this from beginning to end. Can I coach others? But always, if you are a couple of steps ahead of others, you can inspire others, motivate others, give them that, drive and desire to do something, get things started. And that's what matters. I have another two questions from Geeta. What do we pay to Udemy to use their platform? Nothing, nada, zero. That's the great thing, right? Just get this started. One fine day, maybe they might monetize it, but nothing. But what happens is when a person takes your course, they retain 37%, right? From what I read up to now, 37% as their portion, and maybe the other 3% as bank charges. So you essentially give out 40% and you get only 60%, right? So when you're submitting your course at the latter stage, you will get a agreement kind of a thing where you have to agree to all these things and how they will use the promotions, how you give them the rights to give it at a lower price, and all that you will have to read and submit it, right? So that's how it works.
And also PayPal will take some charges as well, I suppose.
Yes, so once money comes into your Udemy account and you disperse it into your PayPal or your Payoneer account, at PayPal or Payoneer, they have a separate, charging system. So you need to read through those agreements and understand how much they retain as well. So every time you withdraw funds, they retain an amount. So likewise, there are charges, right? So my advice is, at the initial point, just get some program at the lowest price point up and running, and get 5 of your friends to, get that program, so you can experience how is the money coming, how is the money coming to Udemy, how is the money coming into my PayPal account, how much is getting deducted. All this you have to know, right? So that's why I said the initial run is a test run, right? So if you guys can help me out by taking my course, I would really appreciate it as well. No pressure, but because I'm also learning. Every time I get a learning, I will share it with you guys, right? Right now, I have 0 students in my purpose and passion. If you guys want to discover your purpose and passion, please feel free to go and, subscribe it. And if you take it, leave a good comment, a real honest opinion as a client. How did that particular program help you at the end? Because it's very much needed. So here's another trick, right? Even if you can pay 5 or 10 of your friends and get them to take your course, go through it, leave a good review. I think I'm going to do it now that I'm saying it. It just popped into my mind, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have a good start. So someone coming into your course like, wow, 10 students, right? 10 reviews, 5-star ratings. It's going to encourage someone. Now, if you go and look at my course, 0 students, 0 reviews. Maybe the content is great, but if he's comparing it with another program, same price with 20,000 students and 5,000 reviews, even I would go to that course, right? So another trick that you can do is get 10 of your friends to take that course, right? If they are not willing to spend $20 on the friendship, you can sponsor that $20, right? But still get them to go through the course, leave a remark, leave a good review, so it will help you to find more clients. Any other questions, guys? Yes, Preeti.
I want to know, if suppose I create a course and some mastermind on the course was already run and the reviews are there, is it possible to upload those reviews?
So how reviews work in Udemy is, Preeti, you can't upload reviews. Only clients who took the course can upload reviews. But here's what you can do. You can do a video of those reviews and include it in your either introduction or the preview, or even in the body of the program, saying some success stories of discovering happiness. You can show some of their photos. Like, see, another great way to do a video is, okay, here's the thing. Now, how did I do the videos, right? I didn't do it just off the camera. I just forgot, right? Not off my phone. I did it as a Zoom recording. So Zoom has the virtual background. I put the virtual background and I hit record. And I had a video at the end, you know, when you finish the video, it condenses and opens the folder. So you have the video, right? You just start and end it in the right place. That's about it. So use Zoom for your videos. And even on a free Zoom, you have 40 minutes capacity. None of your videos should be more than 15, 16 minutes, right? My longest video is 17 minutes, but everything else is 2 to 5 minutes. Keep your video short, so every section people can go through it. So rather than doing one long video, if you can break it into topics and do shorter videos like 2 minutes, 5 minutes videos, it engages the client, because your client is not going to sit and go through the entire course in one go. Maybe they are a busy person who might watch 3 episodes today, 5 episodes tomorrow, you know, likewise, right? So that helps them to keep on doing it as well. I remember I took a law of attraction course. It had 40 videos, more than 40 videos, but it helps because I know wherever I stopped, I can start from there, right? So do short videos and use Zoom and Zoom recording with a nice virtual background if you can use a virtual background. If you don't have a virtual background, or if your computer doesn't support virtual background, don't panic. Do it candid. Now, for an example, what I see of Ansuya right now is perfectly good enough for a video, right? She has a cabinet with her books on the sides, right? I mean, that shows she has a person of knowledge as well, nicely centered in the background. I think that is perfectly good enough for you to do it. You don't have to have a virtual background, right? So use Zoom to record your videos. If you have a good phone, an iPhone or something like that, you can use that as well. So these are some of the techniques that you can use. Any other questions, guys?
Lien, your background right now, is that a virtual background from Zoom itself, or would you
I got it created. Yeah, I got it created. It's a paid virtual background that I got it created.
Okay.
So if I don't have my background, it'll look like this. This is how my room looks like right now, right? But I have multiple backgrounds like this, which makes me look flashy, sexy, and, you know, a little bit branded and all that. And I think these are some of the things that you, as a coach, you need to brand, right? Now, Reet actually started learning personal branding with me to brand herself as a coach. Now, even things like this go as a part of the personal brand, right? So when you do these things, you add credibility to yourself. So rather than me doing it on a blank background, when I'm having my branding in the background, when I'm doing my video, it adds more credibility, right? And this LienKay coaching keeps on going into the person's mind as long as they're watching it, right? So if you guys want to learn more about personal branding for coaches, I have a 1-month program at a very nominal cost, which I'm doing. Please, once again, get in touch with me on a private message. I will give you more details about it. Similarly, if you want accountability to get your first program, your Udemy course up and running, once again, I have a 1-month accountability program. Reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. But I'm telling you, you don't need to spend money. You don't need me. It's very straightforward, right? My purpose is not to make this a money-making thing, but I want you guys to come up with your courses. But if you really want help, and if I can find time, I have a package where I can offer you for 1 month accountability to get your Udemy course up and running, right? Any other questions? Okay, so before ending, few of you who are remaining, can you tell me what was the most significant thing that you learned today? Shall we start with Ansuya? It could be technical, it could be non-technical. What was the most significant thing that you learned today?
Yeah, I think the most significant thing I learned was, things are not complicated. They are simple. You just it's a matter of getting started. I know for me, I'm a perfectionist because I'm a reformer at a certain state. So I just, I think the takeaway is, come on, it's easy to do it. That's it. There's so much out there that you can do. And yeah, it would be so nice to then get others to do it as well, to share constantly what you, and passive income, like I told you recently, I've been thinking, hey, I need to find things that will give me passive income. And I've been thinking like about what can I share? What can I share? What can I share? I've got a lot of things, but I've been a little bit thinking about it. Yeah, what I have to do.
So that
Udemy, I must say.
Two very good points, right? One thing is we think it is too difficult and we never start. And until we start, we don't know. Honestly speaking, I also thought this Udemy thing is going to be like a real mountain to climb. And I was contemplating until I really started. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it started. But when I started, I was like, why did I delay it so long? Right?
Yeah.
So many things in life is like that, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing
it's the same thing with the book. It was the same thing with writing the book. Like I never in my mind thought I could ever write a book, But with Arfin Khan, they gave us that opportunity, and I started, as a bonus. And then I thought, wow, this is actually doable. I must write more books at some stage in my life. And I continue writing. Yeah, so it's like that. Yeah, so thank you for that inspiration. Again, and for sharing like the platforms. Like where it can be done and everything. You shared very well. Thank you.
So the biggest gratitude I can receive from you guys is to see within the next 1 month or next couple of weeks, getting some Udemy courses out from the fellow coaches, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. And how about Geeta? Geeta, would you like to share what was the most significant thing you learned today? You are mute.
Yeah. See, I think the most important thing is the fear that we built up in our minds that it's so difficult and it's beyond me. So overcoming that obstacle is the biggest thing, I guess. And since you took us through the entire process, I don't think it's so difficult, and you don't need to be so tech savvy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but of course, a few things, like for example, creating a virtual background, maybe getting the stuff like that ready. It will take some planning, but like for anything, even planning a dinner for a family or a friend, you need some planning. So for this also, you need some planning. And I guess with some planning, you can definitely do it. And the biggest thing is the limiting belief that we have in our heads, and we that pulls us down. So basically overcoming that. And thank you so much, Lien, for taking us through this. It's a great learning and, opening up another window for us, which is very good. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Preeti, what about you? Can we hear from you? What was...
Yes, definitely. When I had taken an Udemy course before coming here, and that was the start. When I was doing that, after I completed my coaching, I need to be, one course should be there. But I never knew it would be so easy. I mean, in the sense it's doable. It is not that it is not doable.
Yes.
I have everything in place, but still going and doing it holds back. So this thing has today, this masterclass, it's gave that opening as to it is not that difficult. It's just that we just need to start. And once we start, then definitely there is no looking back. So that is my take today.
Excellent. Thanks, Preeti. Thanks for your share. Next, we have Preet. Preet, would love to hear from you.
Yeah, Lien. So for me, 2-3 things here. First thing, a thought, oh my God, we can create a program on Udemy. Oh, I never thought of it. So it can come so easily to us. It was never a thought. Again, being a reformer, everything has to be perfect, not necessary. I think like a mantra I have to say to myself regularly so that I can create more content for myself on Instagram as well. And one of the things which you said, when we are real, we create and we attract more people, which I have seen while doing the videos for my Insta. I have really seen it that more likes are there when I'm really natural and doing things flawlessly, rather than thinking for hours to what to write. Even for 4 lines, I have to think and write. I'll not attract more people. So this is what I connect practically. Then coming on to the last part where you said I've taken personal branding program with you. I would just say that why it is necessary, as Preeti said, that we know we can do it, but when somebody is there with us, it gives us a push, and we are not postponing it. We are doing then and there, and we should know how much value we are adding to it. So when I have taken it up with you, I know what value I am adding to myself and to my social media platform. So thanks to you for that, and thank you for taking us through the whole process of how Udemy really works, because I don't think so anywhere else we can find such a passionate plus full of passion, this patience person who can take us step by step to show us how it works. So thank you, Lien.
Thank you for
I think
taking
you have put a small seed today, and it will definitely come out. Thank you.
Thank you, Reed, for sharing that, right? And thank you guys for taking action, because it's easy. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who learn but not do anything. But taking action is the other thing, right? I would like to also invite Divya. Divya, would love to hear from you. What was your key takeaway today?
Yes, Lynn, I always thought, for such courses, for creating such courses, some special equipment was required, and you need to be really perfect, and you should be confident in front of the camera. Then only you can create such courses. But that has changed today, so I don't think that all this is required. So that's why I was always scared. I said no. I mean, I always thought that no, I can't do it. I don't have all this, so I can't do it. And I'm also camera shy person, so that was another thing. So, but that has changed today. So thank you so much, Lane. It was really helpful and very useful. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. We have Kalpana and Dr. Anum. I know you guys are finding it difficult to switch on your cameras, but if you can talk, please share with the rest of us one thing that you guys learned. If not, we are coming to the end of the session.
How are you?
Who is this? I can't see who's talking.
And I'm Dr. Anam.
Hi, Dr. Anam. Please let us know your feedback.
It was such a great session. I would say that I had so many limiting beliefs regarding creating a course, because previously I was thinking about buying a perfect camera and a mic and these sort of things, because you have to be very clear on the courses. Your voice needs to be clear, your picture needs to be clear. But these were actually, being a reformer, these were my limiting beliefs, because I was thinking about creating a perfect course in a perfect scenario. But after going through all of the steps that you have shared with us, it feels like I can be able to create it within a week or so, to be very honest, because it feels like it's so simple. And back in my mind, I was thinking like I have to do a lot of stuff, then I'll be able to create a product.
Excellent. That's great. And we all know Anum is an action taker. Today also there was a video that she has put up. So congratulations for taking action, right? All those people that I see out there, Anum, Reed, and although I haven't mentioned names, so many people who are out there who take action. Congratulations, right? Because remember now, we are coaches. People are looking at us. When we take action, we are not only taking action for ourselves, we are inspiring others. We need to be that inspiration to be super coaches, right? So I really love you guys, and I love what you guys are doing, changing the world one person at a time. And that's what we are doing, right? So before ending, I want you guys to reflect, self-reflect, and just ask one more question. I asked this at the beginning, but I'm going to ask it again because it might relate now better, right? Just like this Udemy course, which you thought was a monstrous task, is difficult, is only for professionals, you need all the professional equipment and all that. Think of one thing in your life that you are yet to achieve, which is held back by all these limiting beliefs. Sometimes it could be getting married, getting remarried, having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or starting your own business, or getting into coaching full time, or building your own house, or traveling to another country, or applying for migration. It could be anything. What is that one thing, one big thing? You don't have to tell me, right? But what is that one big thing that your limiting beliefs are holding back, making it appear like a huge elephant, and you're not even thinking of, attending to it. Guys, just like this Udemy course, once you start doing it, you'll realize it's not a big deal. You just need to take the first step. All of you just need to take the first step. And what is holding you back without taking the first step? Fear, comfort zone, lack of knowledge, lack of resources. These are the 4 things that we spoke of, right? I'm sure there are other reasons, but 4 things that I could categorize. Most of these things are that, right? So just take the first step. Sometimes you just need to take a leap of faith. And once you do that, you realize and think, oh my God, it was not that difficult. Why did I contemplate all this time? Why did I delay it so long, right? So you can start taking action, right? So before ending, I want you to tell my catchphrase for the day. Unmute all of you, right? Can I have all of you unmute, because I'm going to tell something I want you to repeat, right? On the count of 3, say version 1 is better than version none. That is my catchphrase, right? Version 1 is better than version none, right? So 1, 2, 3. Version 1 better than version none, right? So guys, let's be imperfect. Let's be a hot mess if we have to do, but let's take action and let's make progress one step at a time, because like Tony Robbins always says, progress is happiness, right? And happiness helps us to be more motivated, inspired, and take more action. And I think that is exactly what all of us want, because if we are inspired, if we are motivated, we are going to motivate others as well. With that, we are come to the end of today's program. Thank you everyone for joining another.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lian. That was really good. Thank you.
Thank you, Lian. Thank you. Bye, everyone.